Hey guys, welcome to Worship Tone Lab. Today we're taking a look at my pedal board because we've been getting a lot of questions about the pedal chain and the way I'm using my pedals. So we're just gonna go throughout my pedal chain and just check it out. So let's do it. So the first pedal I have on my board obviously is a tuner. I've probably had this thing for like 10, 15 years. TU2, it never fails me. It's been on my board forever. So got the tuner first, and then we're going into, it's kind of a newer pedal, the TC Electronic Sub and Up, and all I'm using that for is an octave pedal. And then that goes into my compressor, which goes into a Fuzz, into the Morning Glory, into a custom OverDrive that a buddy of mine made for me, and then into the DD20, into the Nunaber Stereo Wet. So the first pedal in the chain here, what is it? The Sub and Up. So the way I'm using that, just like a normal octave pedal, just, let me give you a little bit more there. What's crazy about this pedal is it has 2 sub octaves, but I literally never use it that way. I just use it to boost the lows and the highs together for like lead stuff and swells. Just pretty normal stuff. That goes into my compressor. So without the compressor, it sounds like this. And this is just like a Dyna Comp. It's a clone of one of those. Again, I had a buddy build it for me. On it sounds like this. Just gives it a little more volume and just presence overall. So that's on all the time. Here's it again, off, on. Just kind of glues it all together, you know what I mean? And that goes into a Fuzz pedal, which I only use for like huge lead stuff or like big octave run things. And that sounds like this, so without it, really compressed. And I don't have the volume super hot because I'll get to that in a little bit, but I have this red pedal on all the time. But so this is what the Fuzz sounds like. It's not super fuzzy, it's more like a distortion. Really compressed though. And that goes into the Morning Glory, which sounds like this. Super light overdrive. Just kind of boosts my clean signal, but I don't use it like that. What I use all the time in this red pedal right here, it's kind of based off of a Lovepedal Amp'd 11. And what it is it's just two of the same exact circuit. And so it's just like here it is off, on. It's beefy, it's got clarity, it's warm. Love it. So that is on all the time. And what's awesome about this pedal is it has 2 sides, and each side is exactly the same. And the only difference is I can change the gain on the right side. So I always have this red side on, and as you can see, it's set really low, the gain is. And then on this other side, I just boost it up to about, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So here's how it normally sounds. And then with the boost on, just the gain boost is I should tune my guitar. But yeah, so it just adds gain. It's the same exact circuit, but with just more gain on that side. Pretty awesome. So the way I usually do my overdrives is this red one's on all the time. And when I need just a little bit more for like maybe bigger rhythm stuff or light lead, I turn on the Morning Glory. It just compresses it a little more. And I do the same thing with the Fuzz when it needs to get crazy. So after the drives, I go to a Boss DD20, which is just a classic. I had a timeline for a while, sold it, and now I'm back to the DD20, and it's just the best. So I'm using all the time the modulate on like a dotted eighth classic, right? So this is what it sounds like without it, obviously. On. Not super heavy mix. Feedback's a little longer, but I don't like to hear the immediate attack of the delay. So it just adds that layer underneath. So I go DD20 into the stereo wet, which is an awesome pedal. I don't actually own this pedal. It's just been on my board for like 6 months. It's actually Dane's. But without it, man, it's super dry right there. I mean, it's so lush. Such a good sound. And that with the delay together is just the best. Sounds awesome. So yeah, as you can see, there's nothing super out of the ordinary on this board. But yeah, thanks for taking a look at it. If you have any more questions about the way I use these in a worship context, or you want a more in-depth review of any of these, just let us know in the comment section, shoot us a message, whatever you need to do, and we would happily do a review. Other than that, we'll see you next time.